Amanda Blake was a beloved film and TV actress who audiences will likely most fondly remember from her nearly 2-decade-long tenure as Miss Kitty on the Western TV series Gunsmoke. Amanda passed away a little over a decade after Gunsmoke ended, and although it was initially suggested the actress had died of oral cancer related to her longtime smoking habit, it was later revealed her cause of death had been something more controversial, which she had kept secret. Join Facts First as we explore how Amanda Blake accepted her fate but told no one death was near. Fans of the long-running Western TV series Gunsmoke were devastated following the show's 19th season when actress Amanda Blake announced she would be giving up the role of Miss Kitty for good. Miss Kitty had become one of the show's most popular characters, and the series only ended up lasting for another year. On Gunsmoke, Miss Kitty was the character in charge of the Long Branch Saloon, and she was tough as nails. Audiences loved watching Amanda Blake in the role of the tough Western woman, and especially adored the chemistry that was exuded whenever the actress was on screen with the show's main character, Matt Dillon. Actor James Arness played Matt Dillon, and he and Amanda Blake had plenty of great interactions on the show. By the time Amanda Blake decided to make her exit from the long-running Western series, she had already appeared in well over 500 episodes. She had experienced just about enough of the same old thing, and was anxiously awaiting the chance to take a permanent break from filming the series she'd been tied to for nearly 2 decades. Following Amanda's exit, she went into a period of semi-retirement at her Phoenix, Arizona home. According to the actress, she wanted to spend as much time as she could with her animals. Now that she was rich with Gunsmoke money and essentially never needed to work again, she finally had the time and energy to devote to her true passion. Amanda Blake's true passion was animal rights. Amanda Blake was always an animal lover, and she took that love of animals to a level that few others have gotten the chance to. For instance, she once found her name in the tabloids as the result of an incident where she brought her pet lion onto the set of Gunsmoke. In addition to having a pet lion, Amanda and her third husband, whom she was married to from 1967 to 82, also had several cheetahs. Her third husband was Frank Gilbert, and he was just as much into animals as Amanda was. Together, the two ran an experimental cheetah breeding program out of their house that ended up actually becoming fairly successful. They're credited with being some of the very first people to successfully breed cheetahs in captivity. The pair were said to have raised 7 generations of cheetahs, though this notable excursion only stood as the tip of the iceberg when it came to Amanda's love of animals. Amanda was always outspoken about animal rights and became a notable animal rights activist during her life. It seems she and her husband were breeding cheetahs altruistically, as they had a soft spot for the relatively rare animal species. Amanda also found many other ways to exercise her love for animals, and she even helped establish a few notable foundations that still help animals today. The first animal rights foundation Amanda Blake helped establish was the Arizona Animal Welfare League. The foundation is still around today, and its location has developed the reputation of being both the biggest and the oldest no-kill animal shelter in Arizona. She then went on to finance the creation of the Performing Animal Welfare Society in 1985. That organization is still around today and does plenty of great work. It goes by the acronym of PAWS, and Amanda dedicated many of her final years to it. Amanda Blake passed away in 1989. While it seems Amanda Blake was doing some incredible work with animals towards the end of her life, this sadly came to an end with her tragic 1989 death. Although it was initially suggested that the longtime smoker had passed away from oral cancer, it was later revealed her cause of death had been something more controversial. Before we tell you about it, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Facts First if you haven't already. Amanda Blake was given awards by Ronald Reagan. Amanda was a notable member of the Humane Society of the U.S. and was awarded with the Society's Courage Award in 1984 for her contributions to animal rights. And the man who presented Amanda with her award was none other than President of the United States, Ronald Reagan. Following her death, the Amanda Blake Memorial Wildlife Refuge was opened in 1997. The refuge is in Harold, California, and serves as a sanctuary for exotic African animals who have found themselves in the U.S. This kind of thing occurs more often than you might expect, as exotic animals are routinely trafficked for various purposes. How did Amanda Blake die? Amanda Blake was only 60 years old when she passed away August 16, 1989. The cause of death initially was given as oral cancer, which the actress had a history of. She had been a long-time smoker and had suffered from oral cancer during the 70s. She underwent surgery as a result of it only a few years after making her exit from Gunsmoke. As a result of that, the public took the announcement that the actress had died from the illness at face value. But it was later revealed that the true cause of her death was something the actress wanted to keep a secret from all but her closest friends. Upon her passing, she left all of her money to Pause. The actress had dedicated the majority of her time and energy in the years leading up to her passing to the foundation, and she wanted it to continue doing excellent work after she was gone. Amanda Blake didn't die from oral cancer. When it was announced Amanda Blake was leaving her money to Pause, several of her relatives got angry and decided they would try to claim that Amanda was mentally unsound upon her passing, and therefore the money was rightfully theirs. A legal battle ensued, and it was during this legal battle that it was finally revealed what had truly caused Amanda to pass away. As it turns out, she suffered from AIDS. Her true cause of death was liver failure, which had been brought about as a result of her illness. This made Amanda one of the very first prominent Hollywood stars to pass away as a result of AIDS, with another early example being Golden Age icon Rock Hudson. The disease was still fairly new and relatively controversial, so it makes sense Amanda didn't want the public to know about her diagnosis. Amanda had been diagnosed with AIDS a year before her death. According to those closest to the actress, she took the news incredibly well. She remained optimistic about her AIDS diagnosis up until the moment of her passing, with the late actress's agent having recalled some of the last words she spoke were about finding a new Hollywood role. How did she catch AIDS? While it's clear AIDS-related complications ended up being the cause of Amanda Blake's death, it's not exactly clear how she managed to catch the disease. Although Amanda had 4 husbands over the course of her life, she was not known to be especially sexually promiscuous, and she was never known to have any issues with drugs that might have led her to contract the disease. It is notable that Amanda's 4th and final husband passed away from AIDS as well. Amanda and husband Mark Spaeth got married in 1984, and he passed away only a year later as a result of AIDS. While this might suggest the actress caught the disease from her husband, most actually believe Mark likely caught the disease from Amanda. The pervading theory is Amanda might have caught AIDS incidentally while making one of her numerous visits to Africa to do wildlife work. Now it's time to hear from you. Which part of this story was most surprising to hear about? Let us know in the comment section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Factsverse if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.